What's up, Blasianaires and Blasianettes? I'm going to be giving you guys my quick review for Rocky 2 as we're counting down the Creed 2. So basically, the premise of the movie is like where we follow, we follow Rocky once again, and we get to see him experience a wealthy lifestyle after his match with Apollo Creed, and things are starting to be a bit different for him. And he asks Adrian to marry him, and then he's experiencing that, like being a husband, and then also and then they are soon, they are expecting a child, and then it all seems to be going well, and then eventually, as we cut over to Apollo Creed, we see that he is so humiliated after that match with Rocky. Even though he won that fight, still that victory is not a victory to him if the respect from the people, is not there with it. There's nothing there. That's not a victory for me. So he wants a rematch with Rocky, and he's trying to really press Rocky to get back in that ring with him and just have that rematch, and just so he can win back that respect. But yeah, while that's all happening, and then we have Adrian, who is having some, where basically it's like with her pregnancy, it puts her in a very dangerous situation to where she could not make it, where she may not, basically, it could be very life threatening, and then that has Rocky, where that's all he can think about is just where he needs Adrian to pull through, and that his mind is not in anywhere else. But and then when we cut to okay, so let's fast forward a little bit, and then we see that Adrian, miraculously, she makes it through and she is fine, and now Rocky has the motivation to get ready for his rematch with Apollo Creed. And I have to say, the match, the rematch is actually, I actually prefer the rematch over the actual match in the first movie. I did like, their match in the first movie, but the rematch really, really is more intense for me. And not to mention, I think it ends the way you would want to, the way this movie ends with that match is what I think a lot of people would have wanted to end, how the first movie to end. And I thought it was good, and they could have just stopped there. They didn't have to make any more movies from there. They could have just stopped there, and I would have been fine with that. But I'm not saying that I didn't want the other movies. The other movies are fine, but if they just stopped right there and there were no more movies that came after that, after Rocky 2, I would have been perfectly fine with that. Okay, so, he's an underdog, and now he's a champion. Now he's the heavyweight champion. And then you can just end it like that, just right there. But yeah, it was an awesome sequel. It's just about as good as the first movie. At least to me it was. We got to see Rocky experience, basically be a little bit more in the public eye, and when in the first act of the movie, where they're trying to get him to be a part of commercial ads, and they can't really get him to say the lines right or whatever, and then they give him such a hard time about that. Couldn't they just they should have just let him just come up with the words himself. That's what we love about Rocky, where his way of words are just awesome. They're pretty laughable, but hey, we love them, But anyway, yeah, with that all being said, this movie also gets 4 solid chair spins out of 5. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 solid chair spins. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed my review for Rocky 2, make sure you thumb up the video and click subscribe if you're new to the channel, and click the notification bell so you can be updated on my latest videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys over on my review for Rocky 3 as we're counting down to Creed 2. So, until then, peace out, guys.